let's blow this motherfucker out the water. You know, you going for album of the year. You feel me?
Yeah.
Not going for no African, I don't know what they talking about. We're going for album of the fucking year.
Let's get to it.
What you're great at, this is the environment that you push the best on. Why not jump back in your lane?
Yeah, I got to.
You're one of the world's greatest artists. You got to make sure that the world sees that. You like it?
Yes, OG, yes. The angels, the spirits, the ancestors, everybody's happy.
This is important to the black diaspora. This is the most important black project you got. Black men and women working together as one to make sure that the best ideas get heard.
This speaks to my soul right here.
It's really just motivation, man. We come from a hard place, man. We come from a place where people don't really make it out, and there's really no one to represent the truth of who we are.
I know you can't wait till they open the world back up, boy. It's gonna be a whole lot of balling.
Believe.
The album finally dropped. Twice as tall.
My nigga
First
twice
thoughts.
as tall, man. The AG, the African giant.
First
man.
thoughts.
Nigga twice as tall, bro.
By the way, that was Alarm Clock. That's one of my favorite records on the album. I feel it's the shortest record, which is why I'm pissed, because I wish that song was longer. But that joint goes, man. That was Alarm Clock. What was your general take? Let me start with Wale. Wale.
Bruh. Like this guy, I've jammed this album. Like maybe I'm on like my 30th full listen, like as in 3-0, like from start to the end, no breaks, bro. Like my first take on the album was I wasn't really feeling. What are you doing, this guy? Yeah, I wasn't really feeling some songs in the beginning. The first. Obviously, Level Up was nice. You know, shout out to the legend. What's his name again? Yusef. I forget how to pronounce his full name. Alarm Clock that you played, it's decent. I didn't like it on the first listen. Way Too Big. He had already premiered Way Too Big weeks ago. He had Way Too Big. He had his DJ and him play Way Too Big weeks ago. So I already heard that. I knew it was gonna be nice.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one.
Yeah. Baby Boy was okay. Wonderful, obviously, Wonderful was out. But I mean, I kept going. As the further down I kept going down, the better the album even got for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs are like fire. But
Yeah.
second listen, third listen, fourth listen, fifth listen, starting to pick up on Alarm Clock. You know,
Yep.
Onyeka, it's a good, not by nature song. You know, it's an amazing song. The guy did a good job, man.
He did a good job.
Diddy did a lot of talking. I was trying to wonder where, you know,
He didn't do that much. He talked on
Alarm Clock,
and the last the Stormzy track.
I think he spoke on one other track, but you know, at the end of the day, I asked myself, why did he get Diddy involved, and I can see why, because obviously, because of African giant, Diddy and him have built some sort of rapport. So he reached out to Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
They said the album was about 80% done at the time he reached out to Diddy. Yeah. So, you know, I'm pretty sure he recorded most of these songs last year. But Diddy did a good job. You know, probably got, because the production is A1. I'm pretty sure some tracks were reproduced.
The first track was produced by DJ DS and Timbaland.
Yes.
Level Up.
Yeah, Level Up. Production is A1.
Alarm Clock, Diddy took production credit, even though he doesn't really literally produce himself. Yeah. Lyric and Timbaland, Way Too Big.
Yes, and I'm glad, you know, Burna's first album.
For those that don't know, Lyric is a well-known Nigerian producer.
Burna was first signed under Aristocrat Records.
Yeah.
Aristocrat Records, I don't know if it's owned or run by Lyric, but Lyric is, I think, a big player in the record label. At least he's their producer. But like I think he has like a stake in it. I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
But he used to sign it. Now, obviously, Burna Boy is signed to himself on a spaceship and Atlantic Record, which I think is also under Warner Music or something like that. Yeah. So.
I think Universal.
Or Universal. I think, you know, there are only 3 labels to be honest.
Yeah.
So, either ways, there was a fight between him and Lyric when he switched to his own record label, which was on a spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad they got back together. I think They got back together a few years ago. There was supposedly a misunderstanding between them.
Yeah.
And I tell you, like Lyric, because Lyric did his first album live, Living an Impact or whatever. You know,
Yeah,
that
Living
album.
an Impact.
The album that had Run My
Forever or
Race,
something like that.
that had all those songs that most people first got to know.
It also had
Like to Party. Like to Party. Yeah, he had all those songs.
Yeah.
That was Lyric. Do you get? And Lyric has some songs too, with songs with Wiz. He has songs with other people. Lyric isn't bad himself as a musician. So,
Yeah.
but he understands Burna is what I'm saying, and I'm not surprised. You know, that's one of the best produced songs on there. J5 did the song I like the most, Bank on It.
Back on it. Well, let me keep going. So Bibo or Bibo.
Yeah, I don't really like the song.
Rexy Pon the beat.
Rexy is Nigerian now.
Yeah.
Rexy is the one that did. He does a lot of Naira Marley.
He does. He does. He has a lot of Zanku songs.
He did Naira Marley's, I think
So I'm right there with you. I thought the album started strong. Level Up and Alarm Clock were like, okay,
and I think
we've
faded
arrived.
in
It
the
faded.
middle, but
It
then at the
faded.
end,
It faded in
just
the middle.
picked up. Like,
It faded in the
are you people
middle.
mad?
Like the Way Too Big is alright, but I wasn't
Yeah.
crazy about it.
Yeah. Then
Bibo was
because
nice.
Wonderful came out. I'm tired of Wonderful.
I'm already tired of Wonderful.
I was tired of it very early.
So Wonderful is like, I'm already tired of Wonderful. So I skipped. That's the only track I skipped because I already.
I skip it too.
Yeah,
On
like, I
our
already
way,
know-
we're skipping it.
I was like, I didn't know Wonderful. You know, it's not
Now,
a bad song.
the track that recaptures my attention, Onyeka.
Onyeka, yes, Onyeka does.
Ooh, this one is produced by Tels. I want to play a real clip.
Chorus is nice.
Quick clip of the track. This is Onyeka by Burna off the Twice as Tall album.
I say my baby, you know Sunday or when you
You know the dance I want to do every time I hear this song.
and if you give, I could take you. Check
Man, they now jump back.
Step start in case you cannot go make a mistake you. And if you leave, I could praise you. Been a set up, you don't do your booty now, your body better. I no go live, I never make a no regret. Every day different palava. The other day when I jam Natasha, just say I give Lala day banana. Oh no be me to a mo na na na. One time for my baby, you.
The drums, man. The drums.
Coming like Onyeka when you. And if you give, I could take you. Oh, shake you.
There's someone called Ali Odun Ayo getting a lot of credits on the album.
And if you leave,
He has writing credits on this song and on Wonderful.
I put something for
Ali
your
Odun Ayo. I wonder who that is.
You go be my baby mama. Oh, push and go.
Playing the whole song.
No, I'm about to fade it out.
He just really likes it.
Ah, that's my joint, man.
Onyeka is a good
The
song.
drums. I mean, you gotta love the drums. When he starts with those drums, man.
You know, Onyeka caught my attention, but for me, you know, Onyeka. So, Babel, Wonderful, yes, fades off. Onyeka wakes you back up.
Yeah. I love the Naughty by Nature
Naughty
track.
by Nature. If you grew up with, you know, the song Jamboree by Naughty by Nature, you know,
And then
that's obviously that's where he got that inspiration from.
Comma is
Comma
another banger.
is also
Banger.
You know, no fit
Rexy.
Vex, you know, was
Wait,
okay.
is Rexy and Rex Pon the beat? Are they the same people? I wonder.
I don't know, but one of them. So maybe I mixed them up. But one of them is the one that does
the
I think
Zanku
he did
stuff.
Puta for Naira Marley.
Yeah, he
But
does. a lot
then
of them.
the one that really then caught my attention again was 23, bro.
23 is another nice
23
track.
was like-
Lyric produced No Feed Vex. No Feed Vex was nice too.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
But
23 is another really,
is
really
the
good
one.
track. Should
Now,
I play a quick?
From this point on,
It just the album.
the album just goes.
It goes. I wasn't well. So let me play the 23 really quickly, because I think that's another song worth highlighting.
From this point on, the album just goes. It's like
23. He was flowing on there.
This is Burna I like. Bro, listen to.
But you have to admit though.
Listen-
But we have to admit 23 is a bit of yeah.
But listen to the Burn Identity mixtape. He has songs. I think it's Fulfilling All Righteousness. I'm not sure.
Music make me
But
feel
he
happy,
flows the way the guy flows. This is Burna. This is actually Burna. Like this is from his early mixtapes. This is him. And then the album that has Ye has a lot of songs like this. Yeah, this is him in his comfort zone.
Those keys, they use those same keys in Ye. Those same piano keys. Now,
Time
Time Flies. I hate it.
So
I hate it because I thought it sounded cheesy. I thought it sounded too pop.
I like it. I like Time
Should I
Flies.
play a
Salty
little
Soul.
clip of
Yeah,
it?
Salty Soul. Shout out to our Kenyan brothers, East African niggas in the house. You know. Yeah. I like when Salty Soul is
I mean,
singing
I
this
can
song.
see the song going pop and like people loving the song. I didn't like the way he was singing on it. It just felt very poppy.
Bro. Like this album came out what? Friday?
Friday.
I probably know you have the lyrics already.
Really?
No album. That's how much I listen to it.
It's a good album.
Alright.
You see, sounds very, very.
Yeah, but when Salty Soul gets, but this the thing. If you listen to Salty Soul, this is the only kind of song you can really give to them. They're soulful musicians. You know, they sing beautiful, soulful, music in. But then Monsters You Made.
That's a
Bro,
good track.
I already
They
said
need
it.
to release that as a single.
I already said it.
They need to release
before
that as
the
a
song
single.
came out. When I realized that Chris Martin, you guys know how I feel about Coldplay.
They need to
best
release that
goddamn
as a
band in the
single.
world. And he got Chris Martin on there. He said he already sang the song. This song,
You're talking about Burna?
yeah, this song, first of all, tells you guys why I always say Burna is versatile.
Hold on 1 second.
Because he's
featuring Chris Martin,
from-
produced by
from
Lyric.
Coldplay, yeah.
Lyric is very, very, very
Now-
present on this album.
Now, I tell you guys, Burna is versatile. And this is an example of Burna Boy being versatile.
Michael Jackson got credit.
Maybe there's some sample on there.
Yeah, he probably sampled some of
Maybe there's sample.
Links Up with Coldplay's.
Yeah, maybe. But they did an amazing, his flow in this song, you got to play his flow. And the song has a message.
Yeah, it does.
Fuck Mungo Park.
Yeah, who? So who is Mongo Park? Please, I tried looking him up.
Is this British like explorer nigga that when I was in school, what we used to hear was that Mungo Park discovered River Niger.
River Niger. Oh, he's
Yes,
that
in
guy.
Nigeria.
He was
And
probably like a slave owner and all that.
not even that. It was just probably like the example I give is probably like Christopher Columbus.
Okay.
There were people in America already. It's kind of like, where the song's message is like Africa doesn't teach African history.
Yeah.
Our history is written by Europeans, and
Very
that's
true.
what we teach. Because you can't tell me that you discovered a river that
Yeah.
already had people living in the community,
Yeah.
and you name it River Niger, and then you're getting
And then
credits
take
because
credits.
you're a
That's
white
what they all
conqueror.
did.
That's what it is.
That's
So
what
he's
they all
like,
did.
he talks about how the schools don't teach us. We did our think about it.
Should I play a little clip of it?
African schools. Well, think about school. We know more about the European and Western culture history from our
that's right.
schools
Yep.
growing up in Nigeria than our Nigerian history.
Yes, we do.
So that's what that was just about, And,
Let me play a clip of it.
that's the stuff. And they had Fela in the intro. That's Fela.
Yeah.
Yeah, Burna's flow on this song was too crazy. Shout out to Chris Martin.
Calling me a monster, calling us fake. No way, no way, no way. Calling me a monster just cause we say it. We're from the block where it rains, where we create barricades.
Oh, it sounds like Dirty Diana.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah,
That's what it is.
That's the credits.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's the credits. Yeah.
Nice catch. Nice catch.
I was saying it when I was listening. I was like, this sounds like MJ in a way. What was that? Is the mic still on?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's like the heads of the state ain't comprehending the hate that the oppressed generate when they've been working like slaves to get some minimum wage. You turn around and you blame them for their anger and rage. Put them in shackles and chains because of what they
Even before
became.
the song
We are
started.
the monsters you made. Calling me a monster, calling us fake.
It is. And the story, we're the monsters you made. And I don't know if it's the song before this or this song with the outro where his mother says, since we met you guys, how many years?
Any of these songs.
Yeah, you're still taken from us, Yeah, this is it.
Oh, you are still taking.
It's still taken from us, you know, and that's just what the song is about.
Exchange for that, we have got nothing. Nothing. And you know it.
It's the truth, you know. But it's a good song. He said he already sang the song, and he thought they needed space for a hook, and he said he felt Chris Martin was the best person for the hook, so they went to search for Chris Martin. And I'm really glad, you know, Chris Martin didn't put like a throwaway verse or.
How did he get that Michael Jackson? That's not easy.
And then there's
to
something
procure.
I want to say though is Atlantic. Is it who? If you go on iTunes, I don't know
Probably
who.
his label that worked it for him. But
Atlantic Record. So
getting Michael
Atlantic. Shout out to
Jackson-
Atlantic Record because was Wiz's album, Davido's album, all those people and everybody, they've not put in as much work as they've put into this Burna album. And when I say that, this is why I say that. You know, first of all, I mean, Diddy obviously is trying to pull crowds through revolts. You're getting a lot of black musicians sharing it. But Burna has a billboard, Times Square ad with Amazon Music. At the same time with Spotify.
Yeah.
All in Times Square. Like, not one platform. YouTube Music. What's the one? SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Well, this one's done on. I don't know if they're in Times Square, but it's companies that are using. They have him as like new music out. Apple Music. If you go on New Music Daily, he's the face. His picture is the picture. Every
They're
single
really pushing it,
major
basically.
music title, every single major platform.
Interesting.
He's pushing Burna Boy's album. He's number 1 in the UK. The first time a Nigerian or African has done it. He's number 7 in the US.
Number one
album right now. So it's the UK Apple. I think it's Apple chart, whatever. He's number 1 in the US. He's number 7.
Okay.
He debuted at 8 and he moved up to 7.
If he does anywhere around top 20, that's a success.
It's a success.
That is a
I want to see what he does
massive
on Billboard.
No one else has come this close. I think Wizkid.
His Sound from the Other Side came pretty close in Billboard. I'm not sure where.
Yeah, I think it was on the billboards, but I'm not sure if it even made top 100.
No,
I think if it made top 100, it was like the late 90s or something.
It wasn't. It climbed at one point, but yeah, he was.
If this thing does even anywhere close to top 20, this is a massive success.
This guy has, and I saw somebody say that. Well, you know, obviously, Burna, if somebody tweeted something like, "Oh, if Speedality got this amount of promo," I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. This promo was done because the body of work is good to start with.
Yeah,
you're not gonna waste this much on promoting trash.
Of course,
you're gonna promote, and then shout out to him again because Wonderful, Monsters You Made. This is songs that we're going to be hearing on the radio very soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so, especially Monsters You Made. This is
song is a really good
you're
track.
gonna hear, bro. It sounds like that Chris Martin and Beyonce song. What's the the one, the Coldplay and Beyonce song?
I don't remember.
I forgot. Yeah, but it sounds a little the Chris Martin verse sounds a little like it. But yeah, they put in money, man. And
I like to know more about this Ali Odunayo guy because he wrote on the Waiting This Up track.
Okay.
Written
Waiting This
by
Up
that.
too was good. They said it was a little Nigerian said it was a little homophobic.
Oh, it was?
Well, because there's a line in Waiting This Up that says, "I know be one of those guys with a fear total fucking ash."
Yeah. I remember that line, but I wasn't sure what he was trying to say.
Yeah, he's just, to be honest, you can spin it however you want.
Oh, I'm not one of those guys that have sex.
That's scared of with the vagina
of the
and instead
of the WAP.
Instead fuck ash, ass. But men, there are men who fuck women's ass too. So you can spin it. It doesn't have not everything has to be homophobic. You know.
You're right.
If you're saying it's homophobic,
right.
then that's probably your insecurities. You can spin it either
You're
way.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. The Stormzy track was good.
It was good.
Produced by Tells too. I don't know who this Tells guy is.
And it was nice to see,
and of course, Bank on it. We gotta play it.
Can't
This one was
bank on
produced
it.
by
J5.
J5. That's the British guy you're talking about.
Yeah, J5.
And it was also
J5 does a lot of.
It was also co-written. I'm gonna play a little clip of this is the last clip I'm gonna play.
Play from before the beat drops.
Before the okay.
So so just play the beginning. It's like a minute. Yeah, just play it. I'll tell you where to start.
I love when this switch up.
Yeah, when it's a jump plays, man.
When the seas are trouble,
It was
someone. My life, I'm No be smart thing,
Let me see.
we all strive, to live life in a comfort.
I see you.
So forgive me if I fumble, cause I'm only human.
Oh, I see that
Some of the
one.
move that I don't know. Hit them with a 7-box combo. Always looking out my window, paranoid and confused. I'm not sure anymore. Always knocking at my door. And so as the day comes, as I go,
Can they hear you from there?
protect me.
Oh, so does it pick up just from here?
Oh, actually, you're right. They can't hear me. I see you, Ashley. We see you, Ashley. We see you when you come.
It is about to drop.
Alright.
From my enemies and my neighbors.
J5.
You can bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I stand on it. In a private plane, I land on it. Lilywood and they call me Bankole. Cause I walk around with the bank on me.
Yeah, this
Shoot
song,
them
like, I
Gangnam
sing this
style
song
with the
for
gang
my
on them.
jam,
Push my fingers over,
Bro.
bang on them. Lilywood, Lilywood. Different type of evil available. And any one of them can kill you.
We're probably ruining this song for
As
them.
in, I don't even care, man. It's a vibe, man.
That was that's
I was just listening
a
to this
dope
on my-
album.
on my
So
way here, bro.
Wale, man, Afrobeat is officially
Bro.
officially in the system.
Even
Oh.
if you don't like Burna Boy, support
You heard
the
what Diddy
movement.
said, right?
Yeah.
He said, "Look, this is not African music
Yeah, he said, I
anymore.
don't want to hear African.
We want this
is
to be album of the year."
Yeah. You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
statement,
To
man.
be honest, Grammy,
That's a statement.
Grammy, y'all got to give him this time. man.
That's a
Y'all gotta
statement.
give- even if it's best international, just give him this
That's
time.
a statement.
But look, even if you're a team Wizkid FC like I am,
Yeah.
if somebody asked me a question. They said, if Wizkid and Burna are performing on the same day at the same time, who would I go to? I said, man, obviously I'll go to Wizkid, but half of me will be sad. Like a part of me will be sad, like that I'm there and not at Burna's. But I mean, because Wizkid they won. But
Yeah.
But if you're at Wizkid FC, 30 Billion Gang, whatever, I think we should all come together and promote and support Burna because not only is this is going to open more doors for people. The promo run, like I tell you guys, I've never seen it before. I don't even think I've seen lately an American, except a Drake or somebody
To
being
get
pushed
this much
push. I've not seen it. Like I've not seen it, so we need to come behind it.
And I
because-
like that he didn't stray too far. He still stayed true to himself.
Yeah,
A lot of the album felt like I was listening to Life or Outside or African
But
Giants.
you know, a lot of people are still looking for the Killing Them. You guys are forgetting that Killing Them was actually a new sound for Burna when he did it.
It was.
It's a surprise
Wow.
for most of us. It's like, oh,
You should do more of that.
yeah, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's Burna, and it's always like recent. It's like, oh, is he an activist? I'm like, first of all, guy, run my race. Those kind of songs are, Burna's always had a message
was a
in his
good
song.
song.
Yeah, he's always had message in his songs. Do you get? So this is not the first time.
Wait, who are these people that are saying all this
Some
stuff?
people were reaching out to me now because they know I'm like a Burna stan, so they're always trying to
They always try
knock
to-
it down. And I'm like, so like, is he this album is not better than the last album? Is he like all of a sudden an activist? I was like, first of all, the last album had more activist songs.
Yeah,
if we're
it
being
did.
honest.
It did. It actually
They
did.
were straight to the point.
It actually
But
did.
I understand that most of y'all catching Burna when he was dropping hit singles here, and you're thinking, but this is Burna.
I'm not yet ready to rate it versus his previous. I'm still
personally,
enjoying it.
I'm
still enjoying it.
I personally think the last album was more tailored for African, like he had the name African Giant.
Okay.
So the content in there was more relatable to Africans. You had a lot of fella vibe. Anybody was sampled from the woman that won. What's her name? The woman that actually won the Grammys. Angelique Kidjo. Yeah,
Angelique Kidjo.
he did a lot of African. This album is what it is. He's twice as tall now. He's ready to conquer the world. It's not just Africa, and this is
Yeah.
tailored more to. Africans are not the only people on earth now, so he's tailoring it in his own sound to take everybody along.
Yeah, this felt closer to Outside than it did to
Outside,
African Giants.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Y'all only know Ye from Outside because Ye was a hit single. But listen to Outside. That's why I said Bank on It and 23.
Yeah.
They're very similar to a lot of songs on Outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Especially the
true.
last few songs on Outside.
That's true. That's true. That's
Shout out to
true.
Burna, man. You finished work, my guy.
Nice one. Congrats. I'm enjoying the album. I'm not ready to rate it yet or anything. I think I just want to just enjoy it for now, and I want to keep enjoying it. I think I like to sit on albums for a few weeks just to really, really know how I really feel about it. For now, I'm just listening to enjoy. I haven't even stayed like reading into the lyrics like that. That usually comes later for me. But Twice as Tall so far, it's been a solid listen, solid follow up.
I need
African
to listen
Giant.
to the whole album in the car. That's how I can tell if I like an album.
Oh, you did.
My
really?
the test I gave it on Friday was my run.
You're right.
Put it on while I was running, and because when you're running, you can't really stop to change tracks. And if I'm listening to your song and I really feel the need to stop and change your
It
track,
must be really, really bad.
It must be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.